Hey guys, thanks for checking out the video. Today's going to be a little bit different. Instead of doing shots around Jackson, I decided to take a few photos from some recent weddings that I shot this year. At the end of the video, I'm going to plug in those photos like I always do, but I'm also going to throw in a couple extra photos from each wedding. I'm going to try and cover just 3 weddings, so that means 3 photos, and at the end of the video, we'll have a handful to show you. This first photo is a photo from a dear friend of mine. They're the Steps. They got married early spring right when COVID happened. This photo that I captured was in this kind of back room with a bunch of chairs where she was getting ready. There was this huge window behind her letting in this soft yellow light. It was a perfectly naturally lit area, and that's where she decided to put the veil on and get the dress buttoned, and her mom was doing all that, and you could tell she was kind of getting emotional, and I wasn't even thinking in my head like, oh, I'm gonna get an emotional shot or anything. I was just kind of capturing the process. And then as this happened, I snapped it, and I just remember like when that shutter clicked, it goes like for a second, just like darkness, and in that moment I was like, I know that was a good one. Got back later, looked at it, and I loved it. Personally, one of my favorite shots of the day. This next photo is of the Brooks. It's another couple that I knew prior to their wedding. They come into the coffee shop that I work at frequently, and that's how I've gotten to know them. I did their engagement photos probably last winter. Their wedding originally was planned to be end of spring, beginning of summer, but then obviously COVID hit. They're both nurses, so a lot of their time was just devoted to work. As things kind of leveled out and calmed down, they decided they wanted their wedding to be early fall, late summer. She told him she wasn't getting a white dress. He'd been trying to guess what color her dress was. And she walked out, and this whole time he's just saying like, it's green, and then he turns around and he's like, I knew it, and she's freaking out like, no. And it's just this awesome funny moment that like before even the wedding, it was something that had been playing on, and then the first look, the final reveal was more than just this, the first time I see her in a dress. It had such a backstory, like a funny backstory to it, and this moment, like if you were just there for it, it was just full of laughs, full of fun. It was a great time. So this wedding's a little bit different. I wasn't the primary shooter. My buddy Matt was. I was just a secondary shooter on this shoot. So throughout the day, I was just capturing kind of the background kind of stuff. I got to, while he was working with the bride and the bridesmaids, I got to go over and help the groom and groomsmen. And then after that, he was shooting all of the main stuff. I was just kind of in the background shooting this and that, which was actually really fun. I'd never done that before. I'd always been the main shooter. This photo was at the end of the day. We'd already done all the stuff, and it was just kind of like everybody was winding down. We had overhead lights just strung up, and so it was just like a very faint light. This is the bride and the groom, and I just felt like it just kind of wrapped up 2020 with the masks. But even though the masks are on, they're still dancing, they're still in love, they're still enjoying the night, and they're not letting it stop them. And I think that's just like an awesome concept. Thanks for sitting through all of this. I've been trying to make the videos a little bit shorter, more digestible. I know that some of you said that you wanted them to be just as long, just more of my thoughts on what I've taken and why, and stories behind it. But at the same time, I realize that some of you don't want to sit through 6 minutes of content. So for now, I'm just going to try to create shorter videos, less photos in them, so I can still kind of give them that same attention, but keep the video shorter at the same time. So let me know what you guys think. Again, I do plan on getting out and doing an actual photo shoot, walking around, maybe going over gear that I've used, just different kinds of things. And I would love to hear what you guys want. I would love to help get you guys interested in photography, videography, and stuff like that in the area. So just reach out, and if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for checking out the video. Like, subscribe, and share with some friends. See ya. you.